What up, guys? This is Rice, Masterpiece Gaming Theater. It's been a long time. Life does things, right? So, as we all do, we decided one day to come back and make a video. But it's not a gaming video. As you can see, you got that high. We got the Mori Calliope waifu cup from Gamer Subs right there. I felt like I needed a backdrop. And you see some feet there, right there. But yeah, I thought I needed some kind of backdrop, so I thought of this very hastily. This so happens to be the first time I'm doing this. I'm not even really sure how I wanted to go about this, which is why you get the hastily set up backdrop in the background. But I used to be a semi-avid Yu-Gi-Oh collector, and for a while I kind of stopped doing it. And makes you wonder if you can hear all the background noises that are going on. I hope you don't hear my fan. It is quite warm in this room I'm in currently. But the other fan is louder. But anyway, I digress. And I never thought I would do a Yu-Gi-Oh video, but here I am. And today I'm going to unpack. I'm going to do an unpacking video, which is kind of not very special. But I'm going to unopen a pack of Duelist Advance booster box. I'm just returning to the game, so I kind of just picked one, and with my birthday coming up and everything, my brother picked me up a booster box of Duelist Advance. I just give him a list of stuff that, that's current. So this is semi-current. This is current-ish, I guess. I haven't really looked into it. Story behind this whole thing: I am wearing gloves. As I'm unpacking video, although I am wearing gloves. These are the only gloves I can find. And just to be honest with you, my hands look kind of off-putting, I guess you can say. I do suffer from psoriasis, so I it's not that I don't want people to see my hands. It's just you may not be comfortable with seeing them, and my hands are not in the best condition right now. I did work today. I do have a manual labor job. I do some manual labor, so gloves, no gloves, doesn't really matter. Using my hands, so I don't got the best quality of skin right now on the hands. So as I work on that, I may or may not show you the skin on my hands, but it is what it is. So anyway, back to the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So semi-regular collector, got back into it after I found my collection of rare cards, holos, and stuff like that. We did move to a new home several months ago. That's actually probably more than several months ago at this point. I want to say towards the beginning of the year, like January-ish, maybe February. And in the move, I lost my collection, and I didn't know where it was, and I assumed it was lost forever. And eventually I found it. Here's one of the collector's binders. But anyway, I started thinking what my stuff may be worth. I don't have a lot that's worth anything, but it is what it is. It made me wonder if there's anything I wonder if I thought I'd try my luck. So, thus far, I have opened two, just because I was a bit excited, because I have never gone through a whole booster box before. So I have opened two. So far I've gotten a super rare, which is this one right here, Guilt Gripping Morganite, and this Art Mage Varnish Alteration, ultra rare. So far that's what I got. There's still 22 packs left in the box, so I guess join me as I open these. I'm not in a great position. I wish I was a little bit closer to where I was sitting. I just don't have a great, I don't have the greatest of vantage points right now, so I'm trying my best. And as I find, did I just drop those? Yeah, I did. As I find rares and such, I'm going to be for now putting them in the penny sleeve, so I have them on standby. So pack number 1. Actually, no, pack number 3 technically. So here we are. I've never done a video like this. I'm kind of like I wasn't ready for this. Spirit, Miracle Raven. Oh, wow, look at that. I do like how they Vanquish Soul Rocks, another super rare. I do like that they incorporated the element and then the level within the super rare now, which is nice. And then there's that. So cool. We got we got a super rare again. I'm ultimately not in it for worth of card. If I do find something of worth, it's always nice to be able to let's just say to be like, oh, I have one of those, you know. And you know, if I'm gonna put these down here, and we'll review them afterwards. So and it would be nice, like it's, you know, I'm not in it necessarily to sell the cards, but if I do become past an a semi-avid collector, maybe that might be possible. I might be in it for monetary value, but as of right now, it definitely isn't. All right, so Moon Magician, Wake Up Mocha. I see something shiny right there. Archmage Graflare. Oh, cool. Ultra rare. Oh, got the rest of them. Spring, Power Patron, Shipping Error. All right. There goes another one. So it makes me wonder, you know, we're not a big channel or anything like that. We still, you know, we still haven't broken the top, despite, you know, we haven't just, you know, broken out, because obviously being a smaller channel, we don't really set ourselves apart from any other channels. You know, we're not willing to go crazy, you know, for people to follow us or anything like that. We're still of the note that if we feel like you deserve a follow, then there we are. All right, next pack. So Super Quantum Black Lair. Huh, not a super rare. Archmage Litera, yeah. The Star Ham. I actually like this. This is hella cool. Look at that, bro. All right. So here's another one. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in a sleeve. I will say production value so far is pretty low, although again, I've never done this before. I've done very little in the way of, you know, presenting ourselves outside of the game itself, I guess you can say. Next one. So, some of you may, I don't know if anybody's wondering, but I might as well just tell you, you know, it's venting. What have I been doing? I've been working. I've been, I guess, helping out family, you know, cleaning up our house, that sort of thing. You know, normal stuff. All right, here's the next one. Fairy Valen. This guy again. Another super. We got a Go. Leo Wizard Gaia. Tell me, Angry Burger. Angry Burger? Wait, this is a remake for an old card, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Go, sorry. So it's actually been I want to say, like, I mean, I won't lie, I did in the days where I wasn't, you know, when I wasn't in, you know, semi collector state, whenever I would go to Target or something, I would just buy one of those, you know, 3 booster packs box things, you know. And then if I got something, I got something, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then, you know, and I do buy, you know, whenever I can get my hands on them, I do buy tins and stuff. So tins are always lovely. And I hit the cup in the back. My bad. All right, here's the next one. The artwork has been they've been doing a lot of stuff with the artwork. Oh, secret rare, Sky Striker Ace 0. Oh. Moon Gardner. They got a lot of Gardner cards now. I will say, Sky Striker. I am some of my favorite artwork going in lately. The anime style of Yu-Gi-Oh cards as of late. Have I been? And here's the next question: have I been playing Master Duel? Not really. Kinda. When I get really bored, Master Duel will come online, and then we will it'll find our way here for you know, having fun for I guess burning a couple of hours, I guess you can say, but not too deep into that. There's the next one. Prototype, Pre-Genesis, layer 19. Wow. Monarch Perfection, Monarch card. Absolute Axon Kicker. Another Ashland. All right. So it makes me wonder. I don't know how card rarities really play into the scheme nowadays. This is actually a really cool artwork, actually. I don't remember the Monarchs' names. My brother does. My older brother rocks Monarch decks, and they're actually really, for the time, really well put together. Wondered if he should modernize that thing, if it's even, you know, how possible, despite, you know, I wonder how possible it is to modernize his deck. Maybe I'd like to see that. Guess we can look into it. All right, next one. There are so many different types of cards now. Like, you know, with the XYZs, I still dueled with friends when XYZs first came. Synchros were already a thing for a little while. Pendulums is when I don't really know anything about pendulums. That's like, you know, when I really get into it. Monarch's Revolt. Is that slipping out of my hand? Nope. Yeah, some of these artworks are really good. I like them. Monarch's Revolt. I'm starting to get Monarch stuff. Which is cool. Monarchs are pretty good, and you know, if you're into that stuff, personally my favorite one of my favorite decks of all time is either between Light Sworns and that I like actually using Light Sworns and Fairy decks. Why do I got a penny sleeve in my hand? Or I just put something in there. All right, next one. I should really look up what I should be looking for as far as, like, you know, rarity style. I don't know what I'm looking for as far as, you know, monsters in the whole deal. Well, this is pretty cool. Cross Mine Archfiend. I'm sorry about that glare. I gotta find a way to make light in here somehow. Wake Up Mocha, Inferno of the Ash End. Well, that's pretty fancy. Angry Burger. The Monarch's master plan. Anyone else remember? Anyone else watch wrestling during the Attitude Era, and Vince McMahon had a master plan to take the title away from Stone Cold Steve Austin? I don't know why that popped up. That's probably why that popped in my head when, you know, we have master plan. Next. So the way that I'm positioned currently is very, very uncomfortable. I I will reveal this. I have a previous back injury, and it's not the greatest position to be sitting. I'm sitting on the edge of my mattress in my room, and where I have this set up, and I'm sitting on the very edge, so I can be as close to this as I can without it being as weird. And yeah, I'm gonna be hurt later. Hunched. It's almost looking like the first pack I got. Luna Light Liger Dancer. What? Oh, damn, she's a high level. I'm going to read that. Another Angry Burger. Alright, let's read this. Luna Light Liger Dancer. One more time for the friends at home. Must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials, unaffected by card effects except Luna Light cards. Can make a quick second attack during each battle phase once per turn. It's a quick effect. You can send one Luna Light to the monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, destroy all your monsters, destroy all your opponent's special summon monsters. Wow. She's of max level 3800, 3500 attack, 3800 attack, 3500 defense. Interesting. Interesting. All right, next one. You know, I feel like we have, I will say, we have been playing games. I just haven't found the urge at night to do any streams. Why am I looking at this? I haven't shown the camera yet. Dark Flame Swordsman, Dark Flare Swordsman. Okay, I see that there. That's a number FO, Utopic Feature. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I will say it, you know, I don't know how they distribute rarities nowadays, but I feel like I'm, you know, it makes me feel like I'm getting something, and that's honestly, in a way, for someone like me, or maybe even a younger person who's a semi collector or uses their parents' money to buy cards like we all used to do back in the day. It's actually making me feel like I'm getting stuff, which is good. It's good for the morale. It makes me want to spend money. Wake Up Cup Mocha, Dark Flare, Vanquish, Mind Procedure, the Star, oh, he's back, the Starham, Miasma Dragon, and the Psychic Omnibuster. I will say, what's kind of nice is that I haven't got the same of any super or ultra rare card yet, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I find it to be nice. All right, next one. Sorry about that glare. I'm gonna keep saying it. Wow, Ados, the Underworld Monarch. I guess that's who's in that Monarch picture back there. What does he do? As I haven't been, again, I'm not looped in, so here we are. Ados, the Underworld Monarch. If this card is, one more time for everyone who hasn't seen him, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen him at this point. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Monarch spell or trap card or one monster with 2800 attack, 1000 defense from your deck, graveyard to your hand. You can declare one tribute, big one face-up monster on the field, become that attribute. If you tribute summon that monster with 2400 or more attack and 1000 defense while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand or special summon it. You can use each effect of Eidos of the Underworld Monarch once per turn. Well, that's cool. I pulled a Monarch. I wonder how many new Monarchs there are there. Next. I will say, well, the one thing I feel like maybe we should have returned to streaming is we're playing casually right now. We're playing Stardew Valley, which is boring to some people, but it's very, very interesting to me. All right, next one, Miracle Raven, Mutiny in the Sky, Spirit Poacher, Teleport Fusion. There's our first double, the Monarch's Revolt. Kingslayer, and the Starham is back. Our Patron and Spring. Well, there's our first double, which is not a bad thing. If you make decks, sometimes you want more than one of things. It depends on, you know, what it does. Sure, the thermometer's still working here. I wonder how warm it is in here. It's not as warm as it was when I first started, but here we are. All right, layer 19. Sudden Incursion, Super Quantum Black. Super Quantum Black. Loose, The Dusk's Dark. Oh. Serene Psychic Girl. And I don't feel like reading that. And Monarch's Master Plan. And Common. Three Fiend or Fairy monsters in your graveyard. And this is one of those leftmost, rightmost Monster Zone cards. I don't know how often you see those still, but how often you see those now. But there are cards that did that back in the day. All right. Now here's a gentleman that looks like he's from One Punch Man, actually. The Magician, Infernal Ashen, Miracle Raven. The First of the Dragon Lords. Wow, that looks really cool, actually. Too bad he's super rare. Recipe book. You know, and a lot of these, you know, a lot of the time it's a lot of the same, obviously, because common cards are, you know, they're not, they're a dime a dozen, I imagine. So yeah, interesting. First of the Dragon Lords, 3,700, 3,000 attack, 3 normal monsters, must be fused and summoned. Only can control one First of the Dragon Lords. Cannot be destroyed by battle and unaffected by other. What? While face up on the field, when spell draw part of that. Wow, interesting. Okay. All right, next one. Why is there a dark spot right there? Is there not any light right there? What is that? Is that my head? Nope. Whatever. Sudden Thunder Swamp. Okay. Oh, that's the one. Okay, I was like, where? I didn't see it at first. Readying of Rites. Add 1 Fiend Ritual monster. Oh, that's a ritual card. Thing. If you added a pendulum monster, you can special summon 1 sacrificial offering token. I'm sliding where I'm sitting right now. Hang on. I just want to make sure I'm not going to crush anything. That's because I do have some on my bed. I do have some cards churned about while I was organizing some stuff earlier. Yeah. Add 1 Fiend Ritual monster from your deck to your hand. If you added a pendulum monster, sacrifice a Fiend token. That token cannot special summon from the extra deck while you control that token. When your ritual monster inflicts damage to your opponent, you banish this card from your graveyard. Draw 1 card. Wow. I'm sure that has its uses. I'm not a big ritual card person. That's not the type of duelist I am, unfortunately. All right, next one. I'm throwing these all over the place. I need to go in this one. I need to go in one place so I can throw them in the garbage later. Don't blow away. This fan is kind of strong. Don't blow away. Alright, so Vanquish Soul Start. Moon Magician. Ganbara Knight. And then I'm just going to say, like, a lot of the same. Give you guys a quick look at that. If you've never seen it before, I'm sure you have. It was really my brother that got me wanting to buy booster boxes, because he's always been like, hey, let's, early on he's like, hey, let's split a booster box, and I'm like, nah. And he's like, why not? Why are you being such a wet blanket? Because I believe I'm not lucky enough for that stuff. So my brother is actually luckier when it comes to finding, cards of the higher rarity version, and that's not me. So, but here I am, muting this guy. I'm gonna stop it once I get to the rare. Once I get to the shiny card. Is that one shiny? Nope. The RB Funk Doc. Win this card. Now, RB monsters. There's a lot of different types of monsters now. All right, so I'm gonna put that in a sleeve. I'm not gonna lie. Part of the fun, I think, comes with it is the whole organization part. How many do I got left? Maybe 4 or 3. I guess we'll find out. Parallel teleport. It's a quick spell. Oh, the angry burger. Alright. Parallel teleport. Tribute to Psychic Monster. Yeah. I don't have a lot of Psychic Monsters. I mean, I probably will after. At least common ones. Common and uncommon. I had it set up when it first opened. I had it set up like a, like you're in the store or like in a card shop or something. I'm moving it all over the damn place. There. That's a secret rare. Nerva, the power patron of creation. Wow. 2 secret rares. That's good. These boosters have quite a bit of fusion monsters in them. Alright, yeah, there's one more after this one. Almost 30 minutes talking nonsense. Anyway, moving on. Galaxy Wardrake, and then the stuff. Galaxy Wardrake. Summoning monsters. All right. Before I move into to that last pack, if you haven't already, go ahead and comment, throw a like. Hell, I mean, if you really don't like it, go ahead and throw a dislike. I don't understand why people will watch it and will do the entire thing and then just hit a dislike button. But whatever. Feel free to subscribe if you feel like we deserve the subscription. And yeah, so let's have fun together, in the future. Hopefully I start making videos again on a regular, because I kind of miss it. There's a little bit in me that kind of misses doing it all the time. All right, last one. Utopic Tactics. sure, ultimately, you know, obviously I'm not going to know what's valuable and what's not. I've never opened these packs before, so I can't say. But one thing I will say was that was a hell of an experience. Although I feel like they've since changed the amount of rarities you do get, because I've gotten way more than I used to get as a child, as a kid. So oh, I did get one. I did get a trap card. Thought I didn't. All right, let me separate these really quick into category. So as far as non-monsters go, I'm gonna go ahead and separate super rares. So I got one ultra rare, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 super rare magic, and 1 super rare trap. All right, and as far as monsters go, oop. Good thing I put plastics on them. I kind of dropped them into a spot down here. All right. I think I put the penny sleeves on them, and I'm wearing gloves, so they're extra slippery. All right, so I got 1, 2 secret rares, 1 ultra rare. Let me make sure that was everything. No, actually, there was more on the ground. Pardon me. I felt like not a lot. And then we got 3 ultra rares. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I got 10 supers.